Hello everyone, welcome back to another Where Girlfriend review. This time we're covering season 2. And since there's really no new cast members, or new characters really in the show, so this is gonna be no voice actor rundown segment, for this video. So really, we can just jump into episode 1. And episode 1, we just get a recap of what happened in season 1, as well as them trying to get us to buy merchandise. What I mean by that is that they have images of the girls beside the recap, but stuff you can buy. But don't show up Sumi in her bell outfit is the one that always sticks out to me. Because even if it's Sumi is not your favorite girl, what would do to one girl would do to all 4 girls. So you could buy a Chizuru bell girl. Well, it's a button stand. I don't know. This slap was goes on a lot of things, in a lot of different outfits. But they obviously got this idea of merchandising from Yogo, from Spaceballs, clearly.
Walk this way, take a look. We put the picture's name on everything. Merchandising, where the real money from the movie is made.
Kazuya is freaking out that Shizuharu will quit for a girlfriend job soon. Kazuya goes to see Shizuharu's play. One of the staff members calls the boss to say that Kazuya is a weirdo, which, he should be escorted off the premises right away. A famous director is there to find an actor for his project. Ms. Haru is aware of this. So she wants to impress this director so she can get a part in a movie. Sumu is also there and spots Kazuya, but does nothing because she just does nothing because she realized that Kazuya is entranced by the play that he's about to see. But yeah, Umi is there also in the play. Umi guy. Speaking of which, if this is going up on one of the holiday season, the Christmas episode of season 1, that dude that Kazuya stalked for a whole day, basically, and she thought it's the comic relief, and instead of knocking it out of the park, she is amazing. And it's funny that Kazuya is surprised that Shizuharu can act, even though what do you think for when I go for a job is, man, dude? And now after the show, got the role besides Shizuharu because she had connections to the director, so it's all about that connection. This destroys Shizuharu, who worked her butt off for this play. Kazuya and Shizuharu bumped into each other onto the streets. Kazuya told Shizuharu that she was great. Shizuharu was putting herself down hard because she didn't, get the part. Kazuya says that he was superb because she works hard. She does a lot. On the actor that did get the part kind of saw him through Shizuharu by saying, "Oh, when you text her, it's you warm up the crowd for me." Shizuharu again is destroyed by the fact that she didn't get the part, but is showed up by the fact that Kazuya went her out every week because he's a simp. I really like this episode. I love seeing Shizuharu on stage. I thought it was good. And really, the same dynamics are here. Kazuya is a creep. always thinking perfect thoughts like, oh no, she's a hoe, she's hot. How can I withstand? And then she's a hoe's waifu. I mean, like, what more is there to say? Episode 2. Kazuya and his friends are talking about what we'll do after summer break. Kazuya asks his manager about how to land and go out of his league, and he says that passion is the only weapon you have. Kazuya is on a wedding date with Chizuharu. Kazuya wants Chizuharu to act like herself and not like put on for her wedding girlfriend act. And saying that her being herself is his true girlfriend. His ideal girlfriend. Chizuharu wants to hang out with Kazuya after she finished working with basically after the wedding date. She took him to a batting cage. Chizuharu comes here to let off steam and wants Kazuya there because she gets unwanted attention because she's waifu. She got a home run, so high five, bro. Chizuharu takes Kazuya to see her grandmother. Chizuharu's grandmother wants Kazuya to tell her how Chizuharu was doing her play. Tells Kazuya, but Chizuharu was an ego, which is a mistake because his mind went to porn, and all that fun stuff. And she also wants Kazuya to be there for Chizuharu and to see her for who she truly is. Then later on, Chizuharu rings Kazuya's doorbell because she lost her key. This episode's okay. I mean, Chizuharu's, again, waifu. Kazuya can jump off of a cliff and hit his head on the walk. So, and the batting cage scene was fun. I love seeing Chizuharu being spoiled. Episode 3. Chizuharu enters Kazuya's apartment. Chizuharu tries to get her apartment via the balcony. Kazuya grabbed her kiri as Chizuharu was falling. Kazuya then grabs her thighs. Oh, it's more waist. It was waist. And comments about it was soft and plump. Kazuya falls on top of Chizuharu, and instead of hitting him off like she should, she just tells him to get off. Then the doorbell ring! And it's Miami. Kazuya hides with Chizuharu. Miami walks into Kazuya's apartment, knows door's unlocked, just walks in. Then Miami leaves and walks, and then, as she's walking away, she was like, oh, there was a post in his apartment. Interesting. Then Chizuharu leaves, and after she's leaving, she opens up to say that her parents are gone, the only one she has left is her grandma. She wants her grandma to see her see her in a movie once. Kazuya said it'd be great. It's great that Chizuharu is chasing and trying to fulfill her dream. And Chizuharu, don't fall for this man. This man, for recall, not good for you. Poison, if you will. And then later on, Miami shows up to talk to Kazuya at the college. This episode, I have no fun with this episode because the whole Miami thing hasn't really come up again. It doesn't come up in the season. And it hasn't come up with the latest volume, which is volume 16, which actually just dropped this Tuesday. The Tuesday, before we record this. I mean, I guess during the recording, it came out the same week, Tuesday. It hasn't come up yet. It's a setup. It's setting up this for later on. When will it be back? Who knows? But that's the main purpose of this episode of Pop Home. Is to set up that. To bring back whenever they want to bring it back. Episode 4. Miami wants to talk to Kazuya about Chizuharu and the whole she's winter girlfriend thing. Miami wondered if she was the cause of her winter thing. But Kazuya lied and said it was for a social experiment. A year-long social experiment, money spent on all that jazz. Bobby knows that Kazuya is a filthy liar. Ruka wants to cook for Kazuya, and they go shopping for it. Ruka is making curry with Toto in it. Fuck for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, okay. I had to say it, the wounds are still there with flesh.
Tonight I dine on turtle soup.
Ruka puts a whole can of beer in the soup after Kazuya didn't drink a beer. The turtle curry is good. Kazuya, you realize you have a girlfriend right now. Real girlfriend, but it's not Shizuharu. And keep that in mind. And Ruka, you realize you blackmailed this man into dating you. And while you know that he doesn't like you, well, I don't feel bad for anyone in this situation. Because Kazuya, you have your out. Ruka, you first for man. And then you're upset that he doesn't want to hang out with you or treat you the same as the person that he actually likes. Like, both of you, just... I have no sympathy. I really don't. Ruka wants to stay over and she gets away because typhoon hits. Kazuya wants Ruka to keep down so Shizuharu doesn't hear him. Kazuya got the girl ice cream maker machine working in the shower. Kazuya has a prayer because he just play Afterglow. Ruka had condoms, so that scares Kazuya, so he goes to bed. Then Ruka decides to lie up next to Kazuya, and we get a boner shot. Then you see that man get hard. The classic angel and devil on the show happens. Like freaking Emerald House. Kazuya remembers that he loves Shizuharu, so he doesn't have the sexual acts with Ruka. But not after being Kazuya and making Ruka feel better. Yuka yells to as she's leaving to make sure that Shizuharu hears that she spent the night with obsessed Shizuharu. I hate this episode. I don't like Ruka or Kazuya, and that's who we spend most of the time with. I mean, what boils down while I enjoy these episodes or not is who we spend time with. Because if you spend time with characters I do not like, guess what the episode's gonna be in my opinion. So, there we go. Episode 5. Shizuharu is acting cold towards Kazuya because of the whole Ruka thing. Kazuya tries to explain himself, but Shizuharu doesn't believe Kazuya didn't have the sexual acts with Ruka. Kazuya found out that Shizuharu's birthday is here and wants to give her a gift. Kazuya wants Sumi to get gift ideas. Sumi saw Kazuya and Shizuharu talking in episode 1, so she understands the patron that's going on here. Sumi wants to give Kazuya like a hat. Sumi's trying to give Kazuya good gift ideas. Of course, this leads to Sumi taking Kazuya to see Shizuharu as the Pink Ranger. Of course, the non-Power Rangers are called Red Files. Sumi tells Kazuya it's about the thought. Sumi asks Kazuya for when his birthday is. Kazuya gave Shizuharu pickled plums because it's supposed to live really effective, keep the body going, we'll fight for power. This episode's okay. I mean, I like Sumi, so and I also love any parodies of Power Rangers. I just love it. I'm sorry. Like Super Sentai Power Ranger parodies, I'm there. Getting Force, Pride Troopers, the Stoplight single Rangers from the Ace Attorney anime. I'm there for it, baby. So But it always puts a smile on my face. Episode 6. Shizuharu thanks Kazuya for the gift. Shizuharu now believes that nothing happened between Kazuya and Ruka. Kiba invites Kazuya to a boozer that night. Of course, the boozer has Shizuharu and her friend group there. Shizuharu is trying to fuck up her glasses to hide her face from Kazuya's friends because they know Shizuharu as Kazuya's girlfriend, because really Shizuharu is only walking out with a Clark Kent identity thing going on there. Some boobs are touched. Kiba notes that Shizuharu and Shizuharu have the first names, and that their birthdays were both last week. Everyone's too drunk to notice that Shizuharu is in fact Shizuharu, with her glasses off. We do a drinking game, and Kazuya loses on purpose so Shizuharu doesn't have to drink. Shizuharu has Kazuya home. Kazuya pukes. At least it's not in someone's mouth. Positives. Shizuharu tries to make Kazuya feel better. Kazuya falls asleep on Shizuharu. I kind of hate this episode. I get that Kazuya was like, oh well, Shizuharu was like forcing herself to drink because she doesn't want to, ruin the mood, blah 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 blah. But it'd be different. She just took one shot, one drink, my dude. It'd be different if, I don't know. I would give a passionate moan if oh my god, Shizuharu keeps losing. Let me lose on purpose to alleviate that. Understandable. But it's just oh, she lost once. Oh shit. Let me get myself fucking destroyed because it just feels preemptive and trying too hard to put Kazuya in a good light, if that makes sense. It might be too nitpicky, but it just feels like it feels like if, for example, if Joey was doing, let's go with Merrick. If Joey do Noah, let's go recent review. If Duba doesn't happen, but let's say Joey. No, let's go true duel. Kaiba versus Noah. Let's say first turn, Kaiba plays Spirit Dragon and then gets destroyed by a giant wax. I know there was some first turn would do, but roll with it. Hypothetically, first turn of doing. Then Yuki's like, whoa, Kaiba! You suck too much. Let me take over. It's just you know what I mean? It's just it feels... It just feels like you're trying to simp too much. Really, that's my point. Stop being such a simp. Episode 7. Kazuya's hungover because he's a simp. Kazuya's got Shizuharu's private number thanks to a group chat invite, but doesn't want her as a friend because he's nervous and doesn't. He's just nervous, really. Ruka's still trying to make a friendship between her and Kazuya. Ruka is shocked, but Shizuharu believes nothing happened between her and Kazuya. Mayme's at the karaoke place that Kazuya works at. Kazuya's trying to get Ruka and Mayme not to talk to each other. Ruka asks Mayme what kind of relationship she has with Kazuya, and they say classmates, but Ruka was able to put it together that Mayme is Kazuya's ex. Ruka tells Mayme that her and Kazuya are dating. Mayme asks why Kazuya has a random girlfriend when he has an actual girlfriend. A legitimate question. But it's oh, see what I tell you, it's a social experiment, it's social research, man. It's just get out of here. I'm putting you in the trash. You deserve to be in the trash. And then Mayme leaves, and then she bumps into Shizuharu on the train, and notices that she has the same poster as in Kazuya's apartment. Again, nothing's really done with this, it's just there. And then Mayme finds Kazuya's family on Notro. I mean, I dislike this episode because it focused on my two least favorite goals. So, you know. I, like, just, Ruka's Ruka, and I just want to push her away. Just away. So somewhere, like nice, not a terrible place, like where she would never come back from, ever. And I mean, she's the hero we need to destroy Kazuya, but I still don't like. So she can stay around, but we push to the side. Episode 8. Ruka is sorry about what happened with Mary. And Chizuho winks up and is now a regular class wearing girlfriend. Kazuya asks for a school uniform date with Chizuho. And boy does Chizuho looks great. Kazuya is also in uniform because he wants to be. Holding hands, hallude. Chizuho chills through with Kazuya like a couple would. And they tried to dodge Sumi because, of course, why coincidence? They're in the same like amusement park, but Sumi does know it's them. Next, is like taking photos in a photo booth, and they do like a cute finger kiss thing. Students from the school that Chizuharu's uniform are coming towards them, and so they won because they don't want to cause an awkward situation. And Kazuya doesn't get his photo. Chizuharu and Kazuya, why a Ferris wheel. Kazuya touched Chizuharu's boo when he fell and slipped. Kazuya asked Chizuharu if there was any trouble on a day. And she says twice, once a guy had porn on his phone when he was trying to show her something. And second, when a guy yelled at her on an aquarium. And Chizuharu is happy that her wedding girlfriend job brings happiness. And Kazuya pays for a photo with him and Chizuharu. And Chizuharu mentions that she got one and now play. I like this episode because Chizuharu in school uniform is divine. And Chizuharu is divine. I mean, it's hard to really distinguish these episodes from one another because it's always the same fucking thing. Kazuya is horny. It's like, oh no, I'm horny. As situations play out, it's just... honestly, by this point, I was tired. I was sick of this shit. I'm like, this is a horrible series to binge because I'm just... It puts me to sleep. Like, it's just... going sideways. It's not going forwards. It feels like it. So, that is what it is for now, but, like, I mean, I'm sure a lot of this stuff will come back. It's just, right now, nothing feels like it's moving forward. Episode 9, Kazuya's grandma wants to have a joint birthday party for Chizuharu and Kazuya because they missed Chizuharu's birthday. Chizuharu can't go to the birthday party at 5 because she's going to see her grandma in her hospital, but can make it after 6. Ruka found out that Chizuharu is going to be at the party, so she invites herself. When your parents love your girlfriend more than you. Ruka's trying to give the love of Kazuya's family. Ruka gave Kazuya a necktie for his birthday. Kazuya couldn't add Chizuharu as a friend, and so he couldn't call him. Chizuharu's grandma wants Chizuharu to go to Kazuya's party. Chizuharu shows up when Ruka was about to spill the beans about the whole girlfriend thing. Chizuharu wants to play respect to the family altar. I know this is like a cultural thing, 100%. But I didn't realize that was like a thing. I did. But I'm sure, like, for anyone to be like, oh, hey, I want to pay respects for your loved one. I'm sure that means a lot, just in general. But again, it's like more of a cultural thing to have like a shrine of a deceased loved one in the household. I know I've seen that in a few animes like Yu-Gi-Oh! Reigns. That's the first one that came to mind, but I'm just like, I was like, oh yeah, that is a thing when I was watching that. But like this was like the trump card and winning affection. Like Ruka's like, oh shit, I didn't think of this. And then like, so it's like Ruka was like this like Frieza fight. Ruka was beating up on Shizuharu because she wasn't there. And so it's like when Frieza completely cracks Goku. And then Goku chose Super Saiyan when Shizuharu arrives. You know, it's like, oh, the ultimate comeback is upon us. Ruka kisses Kazuya went to the bathroom. I mean, I don't like this episode because a lot of it's Ruka. I really don't like Ruka. I don't know what I understand that like Kazuya makes your heart go doki doki, but like he doesn't fucking like you. Stop, please. This is kind of sad. At this point, like you try so hard, but yet don't get like, oh god. We've gone to episode 10. The best animation was put into the kissing and tongue portion of this episode. This was Ruka's first kiss. The group knows that Ruka and Kazuya are acting weird. Kazuya's grandma wants to give Shizuharu the ring that Kazuya's grandpa gave to his grandma. Kazuya is about to spill the beans about Shizuharu not being a winner girlfriend, but Shizuharu gets a phone call from the hospital and that her grandmother lost consciousness. Her grandma bounced back quickly because she's conscious once they get there. Shizuharu was told that her grandma doesn't have much time left. Shizuharu doesn't want Kazuya to tell the grandmas that they broke up because why would you tell? Okay, so Kazuya, my guy, why would you want to tell a dying woman that you broke up with her granddaughter? What the fuck's wrong with you? Like you get, oh, you're on separate record street. Well, like, what the fuck? Like, it's like, imagine you go to someone's deathbed and I'm like, hey, bro, like, hey, I fucked your wife. I just want to set the record straight. You'd be like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Oh, this man. I swear. Kazuya's grandma gives Shizuharu the ring because she wants her to have it and doesn't care if she pawns it off or whatever. She just wants Shizuharu to have it. Ruka's worried about Shizuharu and her grandma, so she calls it truth. I like this episode. It's like nice to see like more of a bit of a different side of Shizuharu emerge a bit. That's kind of it. This kind of start of how starts the course of the rest of the episode. No, not the rest of the episode, the rest of the series. Well, I shouldn't say the rest of the series, it's still ongoing. I should say, this sets the pace of the future of a manga. Don't know how long a piece this was set because I'm waiting for volumes drop in English. But yeah, so it's kind of a setup a bit of an episode, but like it's more of also like kind of again showing more of Shizuharu, which I do enjoy. Of course, it's Shizuharu. Why wouldn't I enjoy? I'm just saying. Anyways, episode 11. Sumui wants Kazuya to help her practice being a girlfriend again. Shizuharu is in a school uniform because she found out that Kazuya likes school uniforms. Kazuya wonders what makes him seem like a pervert, or like, do we have to go down the laundry list, my dude? I'm just saying. But I have a cram to see penguins do tricks. Crump walking up and opening the welcome balloon thing. They're moving from one thing to another fast because Sumiri wants to catch the dolphin show. Sumiri wants to get out of the splash zone so they don't get wet, but in the end, they still get wet. Kazuya tries to make Sumiri feel better, and Sharon said she has a crush on Kazuya. I don't even know the shape of, how this love story is. Because it's just, it feels like a conspiracy theory, but, it's just all over the place. It's not a triangle, it's not a rectangle. I don't know what maybe it's a pentagram. Maybe we're the love pentagram. But anyways, Sumiri gives Kazuya a birthday gift, and Kazuya tells Sumiri about Shizuharu's situation, making him feel better after talking about it. I like this episode because Sumiri is cute. She's precious and must be protected. Episode 12, the final episode of the season. The episode starts off with showing how hard Shizuharu works and how hard it is to be an actress. Shizuharu didn't get a part in the movie. Flashback time. Shizuharu beats up some birds for teasing her for not having parents. Dex. Shizuharu thanks all men are idiots for being so optimistic. Her grandpa told her running upstairs to do 100 shrine visits brings good luck. Shizuharu likes movies as a kid and found a movie that her grandmother starred in. Shizuharu's name is taken from one of her grandmother's movies. Her grandpa got in a car accident, a truck just hit him head on. And Shizuharu runs up and down stairs to do 100 shrine visits to try help her grandpa survive. And her grandpa's dying words were, "If you wish it, your dreams will come true." In the present, Shizuharu is upset, but she isn't making her dreams come true. And then here comes Kazuya with our idea to start a crowdfunding to make a movie quick so they can show her grandma a movie that she stars in on the silver screen. Shizuharu agrees to do it if Kazuya doesn't give up or think he can't do it. I like this episode because Kazuya is mostly not in it. But also, more importantly, we really do see more of Shizuharu. I like the fact we see her past. I like to see her more emotional. I like to see more sides of Shizuharu. Because she's waifu, and I want to see more of her. But I want to see more of her character. Moving on more to final thoughts. I feel like this season is more of the same as season 1. And I feel like if I went into more details, I'd just be repeating that review, basically. But, one thing this season does that I appreciate that season 1 really doesn't do is show more of Shizuharu, shows more of her character. Because I feel like I don't know more about Kazuya. I feel like I don't know more about Sumiri. I don't feel like I know more about Ruka. I don't feel like I know more about any other character besides Shizuharu. Which, again, was probably the most important character to know more about. But, in terms of, interest, it just makes everything feels stale by the time we get to the end. So, honestly, and it doesn't help if I dislike most of the characters. Honestly, since it's basically more of the same as season 1, I would give it the same rating as season 1, which is a 6 out of 10. But, yeah. I'd like to thank you all for coming out, to this review. It's another Wango from review. Season 3 is coming out. Who knows when? I will review that in the future for a show. But yeah. It's been one heck of a time reliving this, but hey, it was kind of fun. again, seeing she's a hoe, but everything else is kind of a drag. So, again, thank you all for coming out. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye. This is for was from the editing room. I realized I forgot to talk about the opening and ending songs. Here's me, Koro Guru, which is the opening, done by, Chico, with Honeyworks. And then the ending song, UI feature Asthma, but, Melai. Both of them are decent songs, but I don't think they hit as hard as like the first opening and ending from the first season. So, quick thoughts. I answer this in somewhere, probably to the end of the review. Rambling. Okay, bye.